I have a process video for you creating a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout using the November 2022 hip kits. And I'm going to start out by drawing some circles in the center of this white cardstock using this black pen from LA Studio that I absolutely love, and just tracing the circle in the center of the layout a few times, and I kind of moved it to the left and to the right and then up and then down, so you'll see a whole bunch of different circles in the center. Then I'm going to go in with the color kit from November 2022 and add in some splatters, starting out with this ink from Pink Fresh Studio. And then I just took the ink pad to some plastic packaging, squished it down, added in some water with this little water bottle, and then took a paintbrush, mixed it all up, and then just splattered it all over that circle. I usually take like a pen or like a pair of scissors or something and then tap, tap, tap on the paintbrush. And I love the way that splatter works. You can also just kind of flick the paintbrush, but I really like to tap, tap, tap. I just love the way that it turns out that way. I am going to be heavy on the circle in the bottom right corner and then to the left of the circle, because I know that I want to create like a larger floral cluster on that left side, and then the photos will go towards the bottom right of that circle. So I'm going to make sure to add even extra splatter to those sections of the circle. Once I'm done with the ink and it kind of dries a little bit, I'm going to go in with this gold color. It is from Shimmers, and I believe it's an Inklings. I will try to leave the colors that I have from the color kit listed down below, as well as just the color kit. I'm not sure if there are any more of these color kits left in stock, but I'll make sure to leave the products listed singly as well, so you guys, if you're interested in them, you can check them out. So I'm gonna go in with that gold, and then the next color that I go in is with this really pretty green, and it's gonna be hard to see all of the pretty color. You'll see some in the still shots, but it's obviously better to see in person because you can really see it all. With the lighting from the filming and the lighting from the photo editing, it's hard to see all of the splatters, but they're really, really pretty, and the colors are perfect with the kit. Just that corally color and the gold and that green is really, really pretty. So the photos just don't do it justice. This is a great way to do some mixed media to your background without making a whole lot of mess, and then you don't have to really add any gesso or anything to the background to prep it, because as long as you let like the splatters just rest a little bit between each layer, you're not going to get any warping or anything like that. You could also take like a large paper towel roll, and I did this between each layer. Took the paper towel roll and just kind of rolled it over the paper a few times to kind of soak up some of the excess liquid. So that will help as well. Here's a look at some of that splatter, and it's just so pretty. So that helps as well. I always keep like a large roll of paper towels in my office so that I can kind of soak up some of that excess when I'm using splatter. So now I'm going to go in with one of the background stamps from Hip Kit Club. These are exclusive and they are so much fun. This is like a music note background, and it's distressed and kind of grungy looking, and it's really, really fun. So I'm just going to take the same ink pad that I used for the splatter to apply some ink to that stamp, and then just stamp it around the circle. And I'll stamp it down once and then do like a second and third generation stamping. And then here in a minute, you'll see that I add some ink to it, and I kind of hold up the sides of the stamp and just get the center of the stamp stamped down on that circle. So it's just a little right here. I'll do that, and you'll just see me give pressure to the center. And then I'll do like a second generation over here, and then I do go in and add just like some third generation here in just a minute. I'm not sure if I added on camera. Oh, yep, there it is. And then I do go in and add some stitching with my sewing machine. It's hard to see because I used white. I should have gone in with some gold. I think with some gold thread would have been really, really pretty, but you can see it, like I can see it in person, and you can feel the texture from the stitching as well. I just did like straight stitch following the circle, and I did that like 2 or 3 times, and then I went in with like a zigzag and followed that circle. And it's really pretty. It's just another little detail that adds texture and just a little something to the background. So I have that added to the layout as well. I have these 2 photos of Liam J at his holiday program. He is just the cutest little thing, right? And he was so excited to see Santa because they did their holiday program and then Santa came out and surprised them. They had no idea that Santa was going to be there, and he had like his big old bag full of gifts, and he gave everyone, all the students, a pair of gloves and a scarf, and he absolutely loves his scarf. He calls it his magical scarf. There I'm just showing you the stitching. If you can see it, it's kind of hard to see, but it's there. And then afterwards, he was like the first child to go up and greet Santa and like give him this huge hug, and like he turned around and like Santa like gave him a little hug, and I snapped some photos. But the photo of him giving Santa this huge hug was so cute, and I'm going to use that on another layout. So these two photos are of when he like turned around and I was able to snap a couple photos. He was so excited, and his face is just priceless, and it's just so cute. But I thought these photos would go perfect with this collection. He is in preschool and he's off to kindergarten next year. He loves being home with me, so when it is time to go to school, it's not his favorite time, but it's only 2.5 hours, I believe, in the afternoon, and he does have a little best friend that he loves to see every day, so I always remind him like, oh, we got to go see Colton and go see your teacher, and so he loves that, but he does love being home with his mom much better, which I love having him home as well, but he needs to get out and socialize with his friends and have some fun at school. So this was really fun for him to do this. He was so nervous, but he did so good. We were so proud of him. So I'm just adding some florals and leaves over to the left of the layout. You'll see there, and I'll just keep building and building on that, just adding more florals and tucking in more leaves, and I pull some out and put some different ones in, and just getting it to look the way that I want it to look, and just try to balance it out. I'm bending up leaves and stems and trying to make them dimensional. And then you'll see over by the photos I have that Christmas tree, which I will end up moving in a little bit. I have a large floral cluster there as well, and I'll add in like a ho 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 die cut, and then add in some florals and greenery around that ho 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 as well. Just pulling in just different pieces. There are some black and white leaves and stems in there as well, so I make sure that I add some of those in there. And then I will start to get everything adhered. I kind of like to lay things out first and then go in and then start to glue everything down. The floral that is in the center of that large greenery piece, which is the pink and red one, I will pop up on a thick foam adhesive. It's like a little circle tab from Spiegel Mom Scraps. They're a nice thick foam adhesive, and then they have like this little tearaway tab that makes it really easy to pull the backing off. I'll try to leave those linked down below. She does have them in stock. They are my favorite. I love them. They are thick and they're just great. So that one is up on the thick foam, and then there's some florals that are tucked underneath that. Those are down on a foam that is thinner. And then all of the leaves and the stems and things like that, I have adhered down with some wet adhesive. I usually start with like a tape runner and then go in with the wet adhesive. But I just put the adhesive at the tips of the stems. That way I can tuck them in. And then once they dry, I'm able to like manipulate the leaves and bend them up and make them dimensional, and then kind of lift them up from the page so they're not so flat, and it gives that floral piece some really nice dimension. So I have a tab sticker and then like a circle label that I'm going to layer up on top of the photo. And then I have a puffy sticker that is like a little Santa puffy sticker that I'm going to add to the right of the photo at the top, or on the top photo. And then there are all of these little puffy circles and stars and hearts, and some of the puffies look like little mint candies. I'm going to add those just all around the page, just bringing in another fun texture and some pop of color and just interest to that circle. Just going in and popping those in. I also added in some silver stars that were in the die cut pack. I have those sprinkled around the page as well. Those are hard to see and those are hard to photograph. You can see one off to the left. It's kind of shining there. Those are so hard to photograph, especially with like studio lights and things like that. You might be able to see some in the still shots, but They're really pretty and just add a nice sparkle to the layout. There is a title right there. It's one of the cardstock stickers that says Our Favorite Season. I have that popped up on that thick foam adhesive from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And then these chipboard frames I just cut in half and then put one to the right of the photos and then one to the left. And then I'm going to go in with the chipboard stickers, and there are some silver like chipboard dots. I'm going to sprinkle those around the page as well, just for more sparkle. And then I'm trying to figure out where this puffy candy cane is going to go, and I pop that down here in this cluster to the right of the photos. I will make sure that I leave things linked down below for you guys so you guys can check them out. I can't say enough about these kits. I absolutely love the hip kits every month, and every month it's like my new favorite kit. I absolutely love them, and their holiday collections are like no other. Like, they're all exclusive. You can't get these holiday products anywhere else. I have the last, I don't even know how many years of holiday kits from Hip Kit. Like all of the leftover product. I will not get rid of it because I absolutely love it, and you just can't find that product anymore. And it's just, I absolutely love them so much. The designs are perfect. Everything is just coordinates beautifully. Now they have their own cardstock. They have more stamps and more dies, and it's just a whole lot of fun. So here are the still shots. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. It was really easy to do and lots of fun. I had so much fun putting this together. If you're new here, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day and that you guys have a great week. I will see you guys soon.